Hi everyone, hope you are fantastically well and enjoying the rolling and the playing and all that sort of stuff. At the end of this video there will be 4 really fantastic pro tips on how to use Syrinscape and some features you may not have heard about and you really need to. But first, just a warning of the fantastic content that we will be having coming out in September, which you'll be able to get. And of course, if you're a subscriber, all this stuff will be permanently owned by you. So, as well as obviously the 5-pack for the new fantastically exciting Hell's Rebels SoundPack, the adventure path from Paizo. Absolutely supporting that adventure. I definitely recommend grabbing that and playing it. There will be in September a desert sound set, which people have been asking for ages, with the whole hot winds and everything, which will be really useful for the dice stormers under the Gods campaign. There will be a really great green dragon, which is coming out of Dragon's Demand, where the voice is done by one of the Pathfinder fans who donated his voice at PaizoCon 2015. It was amazing, and you've got to hear that one. There will be the Kobold Lair, voiced by the most official and wonderful of all kobolds, Wolfgang Baur. Woohoo! It's very, very cool. You'll really love that one. There's a giant rat battle with screechy rah, rah, rah. Just ask me how I made those sounds. It's very, very cool. A gremlin battle, which is excellent, with highly gleeful, stone-tossing, aggressive, little acid-spewing, disgusting creatures. And another undead one. I've been fighting lots of undead recently and only had my ghoul sound set to do so. We've got zombies will be there available for you in Syrinscape 2. So that all adds up to, when you chuck in the sound pack for the adventure path, that's $39.93 worth of stuff if you want to buy it all individually, which we'd be all very appreciative. But if you become a subscriber in the next few days, then all that stuff will be yours. Subscription costs $6.50 a month, and we'll get permanent ownership of that, of course, also unlocking the entire vast, crazy, huge back catalogue of Syrinscape. In the Sci-Fi player, there will be the Wormhole coming out. Wormhole. And some spacey undead, some space ghouls, which are going to be very, very fantastic and excellent. Right, so if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and all that exciting content which will be yours is coming your way. And if you're not a subscriber yet, we'll just go and jump on board and give us that fantastic support. Right, 4 pro tips. Hopefully you know almost all of them, and there will be just one that you haven't heard of, so I shall go into them, and you can learn the goodness. You can also see this stuff on the forum at forum.syrinscape.com and ask questions and everything there. Right, did you know that if you have an element, come look over here, running, you can hear that raw timing out. You can see timing. When it's playing, it's bright, and then it goes dim when there's no amplitude information in the track. That shows you how long it'll be for the next one. But I can, whenever I like, give a double click of the play button, and it'll play another one. That's actually my dev team at the Interaction Consortium. They're fantastic, aren't they? You can also do this with songs. So say if we have a battle going on. Excellent. Even a battle with here we are, this one's good. Right, so we've got this song going. I don't want that song, it's not quite the mood that I like. Listen, all I do is double click or skip to the next track. Oh yeah. Crossfading very, very nicely, fantastic. So yeah, a little double click on the play button will give you the next sound immediately without actually waiting for the cool down sound sequence. Right, very important to know is this custom moods thing. Shush! Right, here in custom moods we can actually set up our battles and locations exactly how we want them, and then save them all in one place so that we can get access to them at any time. So for instance, we could go to here, the Long Roads Coffee House. Turn that on, go down to the storm. Here we are, good. Turn on a bit of Distant Thunder. That's nice. Go to Custom Moods and save. Oops, got to turn on that one. And save Coffee in the Storm, which I already did just up here. Then we can order that into just the fantastic order and perfect, just we like it. I might move that one up there, good, and go okay. Then we can bring up that one, Coffee in the Storm, whenever we want. And then the next part in the adventure might be a goblin raid, so we turn that on. Yay! Then we want the cue, actually the goblin song, so we cue that up there. Then the green dragon, the whole adventure can be planned out there. If you need more information, there's a video on the forum, which tells you how to do that. Right, that's number 1. Number 2. No, that was 2 already. This is number 3. Right, you should all definitely, hopefully, know about this feature in Syrinscape where you can order the different sets of sound sets that you want showing. So I've got a relaxation set here where I can just set off different parts of loveliness. That is available here. Whoops. I've just hit the wrong thing. And we can actually keyword search. You see here I've done a search for goblins. Now I'm going to do a search for dragon. Dragon would make some sense. Yep, excellent. Or I can do thunder. And then I can make lists here. You can see here I have my relaxation set there. Yep, I can change the order of these by dragging and dropping them. Let's put Elven Vale Day up to the top. Fantastic. Now you'll see if you go back to the Syrinscape app and we go, yep, it's just reloading now. It actually periodically reloads and should automatically, there you go, be reflected in the app. Elven Vale Day is now at the top and available there. That's campaigns. You can set up all the sound sets in absolutely every order. I tend to do groupings like this. I have a set here of the PC sound sets and I have sets of the Dragon's Demand thing and everything already. There's also installed, which is very, very useful, so it'll only show the actual ones that are actually playable and available. That's campaigns. And lastly, I promised there were 4, and this is the 4th one, and one of the most interesting and useful. Say we want to be at like the goblin battle, and I like this sound. Here we are. And this sound. And this sound, and most importantly, this sound, and I want them available no matter where I am. So let's say this woman's scream, I hit plus, woohoo! I copy that to the clipboard. I right click here in Windows or in Realmworks or any other software that can set off shortcuts. I'm going to make a Windows shortcut, type it here, excellent, scream. And this becomes a clickable link, which I can double click on now. Fantastic. It doesn't matter where I am in the app. I can go back over to Hidden Battle where it's not showing. And I can always get my Wilhelm scream, my woman's scream. Isn't that awesome? So if you've been concerned about not being able to find your one-shots while you're off somewhere else and having to search through the app on PC just at the moment, and then we'll actually roll this out to Mac as well pretty soon, you'll be able to just double-click on that link that you've created for yourself. And as we said, in Realmworks, you can do it already. You can create a shortcut within the text of your adventure. And obviously, if it's in the chat menu of a online role-playing game, you can do that and people can have their sound set off on their computers. That is 4. I went longer than I wanted to, but that's 4 really important features that I have noticed that some people don't know about. I hope you have enjoyed this video and me raving on a high speed. Thank you for your support if you're a subscriber, and jump on board if you're not. And I shall see you next time I do a high speed newsletter. Bye!